Hello everyone. Let us start a topic called necessity as defined under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. So, if you go through the marginal note of section 81, then you will find that it is written act likely to cause harm but done without criminal intent and to prevent other harm. So, what we understood is that as per the marginal note, that the act is likely to cause harm. So, what does it mean? There is some element of knowledge. There is knowledge to the wrongdoer that his own act is likely to cause harm, but done without criminal intent. So, it was done without an intention and to prevent other harm. So, you must double underline the term other harm. It is not greater harm, rather, it is other harm. So there was knowledge that the person is likely to cause harm, but it was without any criminal intention, it was without mens rea, and therefore the person can claim benefit under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. So let us jump over the main provision of section 81. So as per section 81, nothing is an offense. This is the very crucial line of entire general exception fall under chapter 4 of the Indian Penal Code, that nothing is an offense merely by reason of its being done. Although it has been done, but it shall not be an offense, or nothing is an offense merely by reason of its being done, with the knowledge that it is likely to cause harm. So, what we understood is that the act was committed with the knowledge, and that is likely to cause harm. It was done with the knowledge, and it is also likely to cause harm if it be done without any criminal intention to cause harm. It was done to cause harm, but without any criminal intention to cause harm. What we understood is that the person caused the harm, the person was having knowledge that what he is going to do, it will likely to cause harm, but he don't have an intention to cause harm and in good faith. So it was done in good faith, as we already understood in our previous lecture, that what we call good faith, that is defined under section 52 of the Indian Penal Code, that is proper care and precaution has been taken on the part of the wrongdoer for the purpose of preventing or avoiding other harm. What I told you, that you must double underline the term other harm. So, for the purpose of preventing or avoiding other harm. So it was done with the knowledge, it was done without criminal intention, and it was done in good faith, and for the purpose of preventing other harm, or for the purpose of avoiding other harm to the person or property. So harm may be caused to the person or to the property, or it was to avoid the harm to the person or property, or it was to prevent the harm to the person or to the property. One explanation has been added to section 81, that is, it is question of fact in such a case whether the harm to be prevented or avoided. So it is a question of fact that whether harm should be prevented or avoided of such a nature, and so it is eminent as to justify or excuse the risk of doing the act with the knowledge that it was likely to cause harm. That is an explanation added to section 81, that it is a question of fact whether harm to be avoided or not. Let us give an example. Suppose there are 5-6 huts. There are 5-6 jhopdi, you may call it houses, like house number 1, H1, house 2, H2, house 3, H3, H4, H5, and H6. And one caught, suppose H2 caught fire ड्यू टू क्रैकर्स भाई दिवाली का टाइम है, कोई भी बच्चा रॉकेट उड़ा देता है और उसके बाद जो है किसी एक झोपड़ी पर आकर के वो पड़ जाता है, एंड नाउ इट गॉट एक्सप्लोडेड एंड फायर. होता क्या है कि हवा भी एक तरह से चल रही है. हवा, द विंड डायरेक्शन इज टुवर्ड्स द H3, H4, H5 एंड H6. इस तरफ उसका विंड डायरेक्शन भी है. अब कोई इंसान आता है एंड he destroyed H3. Now the question is whether the person caused harm. Yes, he has caused harm He is having knowledge that his act is likely to cause harm to the property or to the person, but he saved H4, H5, and H6. What does it mean? That the person destroyed H3 to save H4, H5, and H6. So the point is, it was not an accident. भाई H3 को डिस्ट्रॉय करना एक एक्सीडेंट नहीं था, लेकिन H2 जो फायर हुआ, उसको उसका जलना, उसका खत्म होना, दैट वाज एन एक्सीडेंट, बट ही प्रिवेंटेड from spreading the fire towards H4, H5, and H6. So the point is that he has broken the letters of the law. The wrongdoer had broken the letters of the law but saved the spirit of law. He had saved the spirit of law. तो इस एग्जाम्पल से हमें समझ में आया कि although the person has broken the house, although the person had destroyed the house, but his intention is not to cause harm, but his intention is to save H3, H4, H5, and H6. Now, if you come through the ingredients of section 81, then we will find that accused knows that his act is likely to cause harm, and the act was done without any criminal intention. The act was done to avoid or prevent other harm to the person or the property. Now, come to a very important maxim, that is necessitas quod habet non legem, which means necessity knows no law. That is one of the most important maxim of the criminal law, that necessity knows no law. लेट अस टेक एन एग्जांपल. सपोज कि कोई फायर ब्रिगेड है और वो कहीं पे जा रहा है आग बुझाने के लिए. जैसे प्रीवियस एग्जांपल में एक झोपड़ी में आग लग गई और किसी ने फायर ब्रिगेड को कॉल कर दिया और फायर ब्रिगेड जो है दौड़ी चली आती है. या किसी की बहुत ज्यादा तबीयत खराब है एंड देयर इज इमीडिएट नीड ऑफ मेडिकल इमरजेंसी, और इमरजेंसी में किसी ने एम्बुलेंस को कॉल किया 108. इन उत्तर प्रदेश इट इज 108 नंबर. देन एम्बुलेंस रश टुवर्ड्स द पेशेंट. होता क्या है कि इन बिटवीन जब फायर ब्रिगेड जो है फायर की तरफ जा रही है, फायर ब्रिगेड की वैन फायर की तरफ जा रही है, या एम्बुलेंस जो है पेशेंट की तरफ जा रही है, या पेशेंट को लेके हॉस्पिटल में जा रही है. सो इफ इन दैट सिचुएशन एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, suppose there is red signal over the crossing, and the fire brigade van or the ambulance jump the red signal and rush towards the firehouse or rush towards the patient, as the case may be. Then in such a situation, they have broken the letters of the law, but they saved the spirit of law. This is called the necessity. At that point of time, it was mandatory requirement to rush towards the patient or to rush towards the fired house, because if they will wait for the light to be converted into green, then very much loss or damage may be caused to the person or to the property. So therefore, in such a situation, it was a necessity, and therefore they can claim exemption under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. On this point, we have a case called Renninger versus Fergosa, where Lord Justice Pollard decided the case in the year 1551, and it was a King Bench division. The Lord Justice Pollard said that there are certain situations where persons violate the law to prevent the other harm, or to save life, or to save properties. So there are certain situations may arise, like patient case, like fire case. This is the necessity. This is the situation where the person has not to look into what the law says, rather they have to save the lives, rather they have to save the property. Like इफ सपोज देयर इज अ डॉक्टर एंड हु इज ऑपरेटिंग ओवर द पेशेंट, और एक रिक्वायरमेंट होती है कि भाई पेशेंट के गार्जियन के को, पेशेंट के पेरेंट्स को कंसेंट फॉर्म पे साइन करना होता है. इफ दे आर नॉट अवेलेबल, देन डॉक्टर शैल नॉट वेट फॉर द गार्जियन, द डॉक्टर शैल नॉट वेट फॉर द parents, rather he will operate over the patient, because it is a mandatory requirement, or it is pertinent to save the life of the patient. So therefore, although they are breaking the letters of the law, but they are saving the spirit of law. So there are certain situations where persons violates the law to prevent the other harm or to save the life or the property. Whether all types of necessity should be given privilege? दिस इज क्वेश्चन टू यू. क्या सभी टाइप की नेसेसिटी, कोई भी नेसेसिटी हो, और क्या सभी टाइप की नेसेसिटी को प्रिविलेज देना चाहिए? व्हाट अ प्रूडेंट मैन थिंक? इट मस्ट बी प्रूव्ड बिफोर द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ. कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ के सामने आपको प्रूव करना होगा कि दैट इट वाज अ सिचुएशन दैट देयर वाज नो अदर अल्टरनेटिव एक्सेप्ट इट. उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे इसके अलावा कोई भी नेसेसिटी नहीं थी भाई, सॉरी, कोई भी अदर अल्टरनेटिव नहीं था, बल्कि मुझे उस हट को ही गिराना था. अदरवाइज द विंड was moving towards the H3, H4 and H5, and the fire may spread very soon. So therefore it has to be proved beyond all reasonable doubt before the court of law that there was no other alternative but to do it, and therefore the court has to evaluate whether act is desirable or not. It is the duty of the court that the act done by the wrongdoer was desirable or not. If it was not desirable, for example, suppose करिए कि इन्हीं हट के एग्जांपल्स में सपोज करिए कि बगल में एक तालाब है या पानी का सोर्स है, सबमर्सिबल है. अगर इस टाइप की सिचुएशन है तो भाई आपको हट गिराने की जरूरत क्या थी? हो सकता है कि आपकी उसके साथ दुश्मनी हो, और उस दुश्मनी में आपने उसके हट को गिरा दिया और ये प्रूफ करने की कोशिश की कि मैं जो है दूसरे घरों को बचा रहा था. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन में बी अराइज. सो इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द कोर्ट टू सी वेदर इट वाज डिजायरेबल एक्ट और नॉट. तो now come to one of the core principle of section 81 of Indian Penal Code, that is other harm. Why the term other harm has been used under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code? Why not greater harm has been used? Why not something else, some other term has been used? Why the term other harm has been used? The term other harm has been used to give discretion to the judiciary to see that which harm should be avoided, or on which harm punishment should be given, or on which harm punishment should not be given. Let us discuss, let us understand that what is meant by the term other harm. अब देखिए यहाँ पे जैसे एक छोटा छोटा हार्म लिखा हुआ है स्मॉल से, एक बड़ा हार्म लिखा हुआ है HARM, दैट बहुत मोटा मोटा है. सो हियर योर सेक्शन इज फ्रेम्ड in such a way that to avoid greater harm. The principle is, the main principle underlying under section 81 is that to avoid greater harm and not to smaller harm. ठीक है, आपको अगर एक घर गिराने से 10 घर बचते हैं, then you can do so. या फिर आपको एक प्रॉपर्टी का नुकसान करने से दूसरे की लाइफ बचती है, देन यू कैन डू सो. इफ यू आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग द प्रॉपर्टी एंड देयरबाय यू आर सेविंग द लाइव्स ऑफ द अदर, देन यू कैन डू सो एज इट इज illustrated from the illustration number 1 of the section 81 of Indian Penal Code. जैसे if you go through the illustration number 1 of section 81, then you will find that there is a boat with 200 laborers. एक ऐसी बोट है जिसमें 200 लेबर हैं, बोट है या शिप हो, बहुत बड़ी शिप है, उसमें 200 लेबर्स हैं. एक साइड एक बोट है छोटी सी, दूसरे साइड दूसरी बोट है, उस एक में 20 लोग बैठे हैं, दूसरे में 2 पर्सन बैठे हैं, और सामने आइसलैंड है. Captain suddenly saw that if he will stop the ship, if he will stop the boat, then definitely it will hit to the Iceland and 200 passengers will be dying. And at one side 20 persons are there and at the other sides 2 persons are there, then he have no other alternative but to kill 2 person who are on the small boat, क्योंकि एक स्मॉल बोट पे 2 पर्सन बैठे हुए हैं, उनको वो मार सकता है. So the captain cannot be held liable and therefore he can claim exemption under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. His intention was not to kill, or his intention is not to cause death, rather his intention is to prevent other harm or to prevent greater harm, because the greater harm कैसे हो जाता है, क्योंकि शिप पे 200 पैसेंजर्स हैं, अगर वो डायरेक्टली जाता आइसलैंड से टकराता तो 200 पैसेंजर्स की डेथ हो सकती थी, या दूसरे साइड 20 पैसेंजर्स हैं जो एक स्मॉल बोट पे बैठे हुए हैं, उनकी डेथ हो सकती थी. सो by application of his reasonable mind, he killed 2 persons who are on the right side of the boat. So this illustration is about quantitative illustration. ये एक क्वांटिटी को बताता है कि आपको 200 लोगों को बचाने के लिए 2 लोगों को आप मार सकते हैं. If it was an intention, then why Parliament has not incorporated the term greater harm? Why the term other harm has been used? This is the question. The question is that why the Parliament has used the term other harm and why not the greater harm. Although our illustration is about quantitative, that it says about the quantity that you have to save the greater harm and you may cause the lesser harm. But suppose सिचुएशन को थोड़ा रिवर्स कर दीजिए. सपोज करिए कि 200 पैसेंजर्स बैठे हुए हैं शिप में. एक साइड 2 पैसेंजर हैं जिसमें प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैं इन वन बोट. दैट where 2 person were there, they were prime minister and president of India or of any country, and on the other side 20 top class officers of India are there. दूसरे साइड जो 20 persons हैं वो टॉप क्लास ऑफिसर्स हैं. अब बताइए कैप्टन के शिप को क्या करना चाहिए, वेदर ही शुड हिट प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया और वेदर ही शुड हिट टू 20 टॉप क्लास officers of the country, or he should directly hit into the Iceland. अब सिचुएशन दूसरी हो गई. क्या वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर और प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया को मारेगा या 20 टॉप क्लास ऑफिसर्स को मारेगा या खुद मर जाएगा और 200 लेबर्स को भी मार देगा. So our section 81 has been framed in such a manner that it gives discretion to the court to decide that which harm to be prevented, which harm to be avoided. So here he don't have an alternative but to hit directly into the Iceland. He cannot kill the Prime Minister and President of India. He cannot kill 200 persons, 20 persons in on the other boat who are top class officers of the country. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ लेबर की जान बहुत सस्ती. अगर लेबर और प्राइम मिनिस्टर की जान अगर एक होती तो यहाँ पे टर्म ग्रेटर हार्म लिखा होता, ना कि अदर हार्म लिखा होता. सो दैट इज व्हाई द डिस्क्रिप्शन इज गिवन टू द कोर्ट टू डिसाइड दैट व्हिच हार्म शुड बी अवॉइडेड. So it is the based on the quality and not quantity. Section 81, although illustration is based on the quantity, but the section itself, the main provision itself is based on the quality, and therefore the discretion is given to the judiciary to decide that which one is of better quality. कौन सा harm अवॉइड करना चाहिए और कौन सा harm अवॉइड नहीं करना चाहिए. So therefore killing of 2 person who are president and prime minister gives rise to the prosecution of murder of captain of a ship. उस शिप के कैप्टन का प्रोसिक्यूशन हो जाएगा फॉर द ऑफेंस ऑफ मर्डर, फॉर द ऑफेंस ऑफ टेररिज्म, फॉर किलिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सो नेसेसिटी शुड बी अप्लाइड इन क्वालिटी. Necessity should be applied in quality. The discretion is left to the court that which harm should be prevented, which harm should be avoided. So that is section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. Let us discuss with some other example of the term other harm. Other harm को understand करने के लिए कुछ और example लेते हैं. Suppose करिए कि there is a plank in a river. There is a wooden plank in a river and two persons they were drowning in the river and they wanted to save themselves. वो अपने आप को सेव करना चाहते हैं and they rush towards the plank. और वो प्लैंक ऐसा है जिसपे केवल एक आदमी ही आ सकता है, वो केवल एक आदमी का लोड ले सकता है, दो लोगों का लोड नहीं ले सकता है. देन व्हाट हैपेन, one person pushed other. Suppose two person are rushing towards the plank and one person pushed other. One person जो है दूसरे को पुश कर देता है कि भाई तुम उस पे ना चढ़ो बल्कि मैं चढ़ता हूँ. लेट अस कॉल देम ए एंड बी एंड देयर बाय ए जंप ओवर द प्लैंक एंड बी रिमेन इन द river and B died. This is the first situation. Second situation is that B is already over the plank. B जो है already wooden plank पे है और A is now rushing towards the plank to save his life. But the plank can only load one passenger, one person. What happened? A pushed B from the plank to the river into the river and वो जो है खुद ही प्लैंक पे बैठ जाता है. Now the question is whether it is justified, whether he can claim benefit under section 81. This is the second situation. तीसरी situation क्या है कि A is already over the plank and B is rushing towards the plank to save his life. But A pushed B कि भाई ठीक है इस पे मैं ऑलरेडी बैठा हुआ हूं तुम इस पे ना चढ़ो और वो B को पुश कर देता है. Whether it is justified, where situation number 1 is justified, where situation number 2 is justified, or where situation number 3 is justified. In first, since both are rushing towards the plank and therefore A pushed B to save his life, that is justified and therefore he can claim benefit under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. But second situation is not justified. Since B was already there, but A pushed B and he himself presided over the plank, that is not justified and therefore in situation number 2 he cannot claim benefit of section 81. Where in situation number 3, since A was already over the plank and when B was approaching towards the plank, then A pushed him into the river. That is also a justified act and therefore he can claim benefit under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. So what he understood is that this illustration is about quality and not about the quantity, and therefore it always take into consideration the quality and not the quantity. Although illustration is about quality, although illustration is about quantity, but the main provision is about the quality. Why other harm is written and why not the greater harm? That is the question to the parliament. As we have article 14, 15 and 16 of the Indian Penal Code that claims equality for all, equal protection of law and equality before the law. But what about the equality under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code? If they were Prime Minister and President of India, then he should be prosecuted for the offense of murder. Suppose let us take another example. Suppose a mother, she is a pregnant woman, she has a child in her womb and the mother and child both are in the critical condition. Then which one should be or which harm should be avoided? Which one should be saved by the doctor? The mother should be protected by the doctor. The principle says the mother should be protected by the doctor. Or if someone still umbrella in the heavy rainfall, बहुत ज्यादा बारिश हो रही है और किसी ने umbrella किसी का चुरा लिया, that is also a justified act under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. On the doctrine of necessity, we have very important judgment called R versus Dudley and Stephen that was decided by the Queen Bench Division in the year 1884. That is the landmark judgment. डिलीवर्ड बाय द क्वीन बेंच। व्हाट हैपेंड, इस केस में होता क्या है कि देयर वर 4 पर्सन, डडले, स्टीफन, ब्रुक्स एंड द पार्कर। 3 person were major, Dudley, Stephen and Brooks, they were major, and the Parker, he was only of 18 years of age. वो केवल 18 साल का था, या वो एक माइनर था वो। And they started their journey over a small boat on 5th July 1982. 5th July 1982 को वो अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करते हैं with some food and 1 gallon water and ginger beer. उनके पास जो है थोड़ा सा खाने का सामान होता है, 1 गैलन वाटर होता है और जिंजर बियर होता है। होता क्या है कि ऑन द 18th डे, दैट वाज 24th जुलाई, सून ऑल द आइटम्स ऑफ फूड एग्जॉस्टेड। उनके पास जितना भी खाना था पूरा का पूरा एग्जॉस्ट हो गया, एंड दे बिकम वेरी वीक ड्यू टू हंगर। बहुत ज्यादा भूख के कारण, प्यास के कारण उनका पानी भी खत्म हो गया, खाना भी खत्म हो गया, एंड नाउ दे बिकम वीक। होता क्या है कि ऑन 18th डे डुडले प्रपोज्ड व्हाई नॉट टू किल पार्कर। डडले ने जो है एक प्रपोजल रखा बाकी लोगों के सामने, बाकी दो के सामने, कि दैट व्हाई नॉट टू किल पार्कर बिकॉज ही इज टीन, वो एक टीन है, प्लस ही इज नॉट मैरिड, उसकी कोई फैमिली नहीं है, उसके पीछे कोई रोने वाला नहीं है, एंड ही हैज नॉट सीन द वर्ल्ड, उसने जो है अभी दुनिया देखी भी नहीं है। तो इससे बेटर है कि हम उसको मार देते हैं और उसी को खा जाते हैं। वी मे टेक हिज फ्लैश, उसके गोश्त को ही खा जाते हैं। देन स्टीफन एग्रीज, डुडले के प्रपोजल पे स्टीफन एग्री हो जाता है, बट ब्रुक्स अपोज्ड इट, एंड व्हाट हैपेंड, डडले एंड स्टीफन किल्ड बॉय ऑन 22nd डे। 22nd डे को वो उसको मार देते हैं। although the Brooks opposed, but Brooke not involved in the killing, but he consumed his flesh. उसने जो है उसके flesh को खाया। Now what happened on 24th day? They got another ship and their life could be saved. 24वें दिन जो है उनको एक शिप मिल जाती है और वो उनकी लाइफ जो है बचा ली जाती है। Now the question is whether necessity can be extended to such an extent to kill and to eat his flesh. क्या नेसेसिटी को हम इस एक्सटेंट तक लेके जाएं कि किसी की जान लेना भी जायज ठहराया जा सके। अल्टीमेटली दे वर प्रोसिक्यूटेड फॉर द ऑफेंस ऑफ मर्डर ऑफ मिस्टर पार्कर। वेदर दे वर एंटाइटल्ड फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ नेसेसिटी, क्या नेसेसिटी का बेनिफिट उन्हें मिलना चाहिए, दैट वाज द क्वेश्चन बिफोर द हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड। सिंस द प्रिंसिपल इज लेसर एविल शुड बी परमिटेड, उनका ये कहना था कि अगर हम उसे नहीं मारते तो हम चारों के चारों मारे जाते, कम से कम अभी 3 तो जिंदा हैं। बाय किलिंग वन वी सेव्ड 3 persons, बट व्हाट कोर्ट सेड, देयर वाज लॉर्ड जस्टिस क्लेरिस वहां पे होते हैं, एंड ही सेड लॉ इज नॉट एक्सटेंडेड टू सच एन एक्सटेंट और टू सच एन नेचर टू किल अ पर्सन इन प्रेजेंट केस। लॉ को हम इस एक्सटेंट तक नहीं एक्सटेंड कर सकते कि दैट यू आर गोइंग टू किल अ पर्सन लाइक प्रेजेंट केस। फिलहाल अभी इलेक्शन का दौर चल रहा है, एंड वी हैव 2 अल्टरनेटिव, वन इज रिलीजन based politics and other one is caste based politics. Then which harm should be avoided? कौन सा हार्म को अवॉइड करना चाहिए? वी डोंट हैव एनी अदर अल्टरनेटिव बट टू चूज द ग्रेटर और द लेसर एविल। हमारे पास दोनों ही एविल हैं, वन इज द रिलीजन बेस्ड पॉलिटिक्स एंड अदर वन इज कास्ट बेस्ड पॉलिटिक्स, एंड बोथ आर पॉइजनस फॉर आवर ग्रेट नेशन। उसी तरीके से यहाँ भी ऐसा ही कुछ है कि एक एविल को आपको चूज करना है, एंड द प्रिंसिपल इज यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट द लेसर एविल। नाउ द कोर्ट फर्दर सेज दैट if we extend this principle to the society, then every stronger man will kill to the weaker man. सभी जो है स्ट्रॉन्गर मैन वीकर मैन को किल करते जाएंगे। डडले एंड स्टीफन के केस में कोर्ट आगे कहती है कि दैट सपोज इन मिलिट्री
if an army man in a war become weak, if he becomes weak and he returns back to save his family, to save his life, to save his house, then should he be permitted to abandon the border of the war? Whether an army man, whether the a person in military should be permitted to abandon the war zone? Obviously no. जब हम वहां पे नहीं उसको छोड़ रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे क्यों छोड़ देते हैं? Then ultimately they were prosecuted and they were held responsible for the offense of murder of Mr. Parker. ठीक है, बात यहीं पे खत्म नहीं होती है. We have exception 5 of section 300 of Indian Penal Code where consent may be a defense. Consent for killing may be a defense, but the person should be of sound mind. The person should be above the age of 18 years. That we would study later. That what is exception 5 of section 300. Even self-preservation may be accepted. That, like in plank example, that two person were rushing towards the plank, and one person pushed other that I shall be jump over the plank. That may be taken as an exception, and the person can claim benefit of section 81 of Indian Penal Code. Let us take some other examples. Suppose the accused was having a garden that was a palm garden in which there was palm tree. One person used to steal palm. एक इंसान जो है डेली उसका palm चुरा ले जाता था. होता क्या है कि ऑनर वाज फेड अप. ऑनर जो है बहुत ज्यादा फेड अप हो जाता है एंड नाउ ही पुट पॉइजन इनटू द palm. palm में जो है थोड़ा पॉइजन डाल देता है एंड accuse and thereby he causes harm to the thief. The accused pleaded he could not do so. Sorry, he should not be held responsible because he had uh, the defense under section 81 of Indian Penal Code, and that was a necessity, and I should not be held responsible. But the court held to avoid the other harm, you cannot inflict greater harm. It is a principle set by the court that to avoid the other harm, you cannot inflict greater harm, whether it was in good faith or bad faith. एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. जैसे आजकल स्वच्छ भारत अभियान चल रहा है और गांव-गांव में इज्जत घर बनाए जा रहे हैं. शौचालय को इज्जत घर बकायदा योगी जी लिखवाते हैं इज्जत घर. तो सपोज देयर वाज एन अक्यूज, ही हैड अ वॉशरूम टुवर्ड्स द रोड साइड. जनरली गांव में रोड साइड ही वॉशरूम को बनवा दिया जाता है. इट इज जनरली इट इज नॉट इनसाइड द हाउस. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, देयर वाज एन अक्यूज and he had the washroom towards the roadside in a village, and everyday villagers used that washroom. भाई दो चार लोग आ जाते हैं भोर में, सुबह सुबह जब देखते हैं कि एक्यूज सो रहा है, वो उसके वॉशरूम को यूज करके चले जाते हैं. एंड ही वाज फेड अप विद दिस सिचुएशन, विद दिस प्रैक्टिस ऑफ द विलेजर्स. लोग आते हैं और उसके वॉशरूम को यूज करके गंदा करके चले जाते हैं. वन डे व्हाट हैपेंड, he lightened he tightened electric wire, he electrified his washroom, his toilet, and one person died due to electric shock. इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक से एक इंसान की डेथ हो जाती है बिकॉज he electrified his toilet, and he pleaded necessity under section 81 of Indian Penal Code. But the court said there was no notice and it was not in good faith, and therefore he was held responsible for the offense of murder under section 300 of Indian Penal Code, and he was not given a defense to plead a defense under section 81. So to take the benefit of section 81, the accused knows that his act is likely to cause harm. The act was done without any criminal intention. The act was done in good faith, and the good faith has been defined under section 52 of the Indian Penal Code. That means proper care and caution has been taken, and the act was done with a view to prevent or avoid the other harm to the person or to the property. Now the question is, what is other harm? The court will decide. कोर्ट जो है उसको डिसाइड करेगी कि दैट व्हाट वी कॉल द अदर हार्म, वेदर लेसर हार्म और वेदर ग्रेटर हार्म शुड बी प्रिवेंटेड. So the other harm can be interpreted in two ways, that is quantitative value, and other one is qualitative value. If they are laborers, then that would be decided on the basis of quantitative value. If they are the top class officers, if they are the politicians, if they are the president and prime minister of India, then that would be decided on the basis of qualitative value, and therefore the discretion is given to the court to decide that which harm should be avoided. And therefore deliberately the term other harm has been used by the parliament under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. Hope you might have understood that what we call the necessity, the doctrine of necessity. Thank you very much.